Shalom, back with part 4. Beware of the bugouts and these false prophets. All right. Anyway, let's pick it up where we left off here. We'll pick it up here at verse 9, Revelations 11:9, talking about the two witnesses. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies, again, spiritually and mentally dead bodies. Okay? Okay? See their dead bodies 3 days and a half, meaning 350 years, people. All right? And we know that slavery lasted longer than that. Okay? We've been under captivity under Esau's heel for the past 32 years. All right? Something like that. Okay? So, and they shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. So you see, we weren't, actually dead in the physical sense, but spiritually and mentally dead. Okay? And, as you read, what is that? Proverbs 21:16. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding what? The scriptures, shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So that's meaning spiritually, mentally dead. Again, the valley of dry bones, Ezekiel chapter 37, right? The dry bones, you understand? Okay? All right. So, and again, what did the Lord do? He breathed life back into us, right? We were quickened. And quickened means what? We were made alive. We were restored. Do you understand? All right? Starting with our elders on down. All right? All right. Let's continue here. So, and they that dwell upon the earth, right? These would be Esau, Edom, and the other 16 heathen nations. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, right? They were partying, right? And make merry and shall send gifts to one another. What do you think those gifts were? Yeah, slaves, right? You were put on auction blocks, all right? Those are the gifts, all right? We were those gifts, all right? The Negro, Latino, Native American, all right? And again, we're the ones we're scattered into all nations, into the four corners of the earth, all right? So they should send gifts to one another because these two prophets, you see that? These two prophets, you know who the two prophets are. We started from the top. The two prophets, again, are the two witnesses, the two olive trees, the two candlesticks. And again, it's not Moses and Elijah, all right? It's not speaking of two men. It's talking about Judah representing the southern kingdom of the Israelites, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and it's talking about Ephraim, that the head of the northern kingdom. So that's what it's talking about, and the other, his 9 companions, all right? It's talking about the northern and southern kingdom of Israel, all right? Led by Judah, who is the head tribe, and then Ephraim, who is second in command, head of the northern kingdom, while Judah is the head of the southern. Very simple, people, all right? In other words, look, the faithful witness is Yahweh Shai, but outside of that, he has what? The two witnesses, the two prophets, the two candlesticks, the two olive trees. That is the northern and southern kingdom of Israelites, made up of you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans. So how hard is that? It's not difficult at all, people, all right? But this is why you have to know your scriptures, all right? And your precepts. All right. And again, let's read this again. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry and shall send gifts to one another. We're those gifts because these two prophets, which again is the northern and southern kingdom of Israelites, made up of you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, right? For these two prophets tormented them that dwell on. How did we torment them? Because we're bringing out the testimony, all right? The new song, all right? And only the 144,000 are going to have that new song, okay? Do you understand? And nobody else could learn that song but the 144,000 as you read Revelations, the 14th chapter, all right? Again, and they were not defiled, with women, meaning other philosophies or doctrines. Do you understand? Okay? And after 3 days and a half, right, after the 350 years, the spirit of life of the Most High entered into them. This gets into what? Ezekiel chapter 37, the valley of dry bones. You understand? All right? And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. You see, and that's vocab alone and the rest of them and the elite. The elites know by seeing the chariots that are being seen everywhere, what they call UFOs, UAP, they know that this is their end. They know that. They know the scriptures. Okay? They know that leads to their end, all right? And I heard a great voice from heaven saying, come unto them, come up hither. This is to the two prophets, right? The two witnesses, the two candlesticks. Do you understand? The two olive trees. The elect of Israel to come up where? Up into the chariots, all right? Okay? To come up hither, and they ascended up into heaven in a cloud. See, a metaphor for the chariot, and their enemies beheld them. You understand? Okay? Give me a minute. This is Isaiah 26 and 20, right? And it said, come up hither, right? And the elect shall ascend up into the chariot. Come, my people, enter into thy chambers, the chambers, of the chariot of the Lord. Shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment until the indignation, the righteous anger of the Most High be overpassed. You understand? You get it? Now give me something here to close out. Let me give you this. All right, and this is to close out. This is 2 Peter 2. But there were false prophets also among the people back then in the ancient times, even as you have today, even as there shall be false teachers among you right now in present day, who privily shall bring damnable heresies, right? False doctrines, philosophies, even denying the Lord that brought them, all right, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of the truth shall be evil spoken of. There you go. Hope you all were edified. I'm out. I'm on to the next one. Shalom.